I'm gonna say it right now, this team is a lost cause. End the season, because if you can't get momentum off of a win like you got against the Oilers the other night, then I honestly don't know what will. Seriously, that third period was pathetic, and before you call me negative in the comments, you have to consider that this is the first time that the Canucks could have won back-to-back games since December 1st. They had the lead going into the third period. They're playing against a burnt-out team that's on a second half of a back-to-back, and that team was the Buffalo Sabres. It's completely inexcusable. You absolutely cannot lose that game. And anyone who's defending this team for this loss, you've given this team too many chances. Honestly, it doesn't make sense how the Canucks can play a great forechecking game, score 3 goals in the first period against the Oilers, show a good level of intensity to lock that game down, and then in this one, they didn't look like they gave a shit. In the third period, they had a 2-day break going into it, while the Sabres played last night, and they outscore us 2-0 in the final frame. Completely brutal, and this sucks, but let's go through the game. The first, for the most part, was pretty uneventful. There were a couple of chances back and forth, but both goaltenders were standing tall, playing pretty well. Miller with a good opportunity here from this Hughes feed, but he can't get it by Luukkonen, and Demko is also making some saves, all up until icing call. Sabres win the following draw, and it's Tage Thompson who gets the puck and takes a nice shot across his body to beat Demko and make it a 1-0 lead for the Buffalo Sabres. Early in the second, and the Canucks turn it up. Nice puck retrieval here from Garland. Springs Miller here on a partial break, but it's a tight angle, and Luukkonen has it covered. Shortly after that, a puck from the point goes off the glass in an awkward way. It trips out Luukkonen, he goes the wrong way, and it falls right to DiGiuseppe, who has an open shot at the goal, and he makes no mistake, ties up the game at 1. A few minutes later, and the Canucks have their most dominant shift of the game here. They're controlling the puck well, and it's Pettersson, who passed up on a shot earlier, gets another chance here to shoot. He does that and puts it by Luukkonen, gives the Canucks the 2-1 go-ahead. I just wish they could play like this for the rest of the game, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. Suter and Bluger later have a shorthanded 2-on-1 chance here. Suter, this guy gets about 3 to 4 grade A opportunities a game, but he genuinely cannot finish to save his life. If he could genuinely have 40 to 50 goals. I'm not even kidding. If you watch this team, you know. But he can't score. This one goes off the post and out. And now we move on to the third period of play. This was a rough period for Hronek. First of all, he leaves his man all alone in front, and it's Kulik from point blank range, puts it by Demko. Not much he could do there. The game is tied at 2. And then John Shorthouse jinxes the Canucks, mentions that the first goal the Canucks had given up was on an icing call that the Sabres controlled directly after and scored. And well, the Canucks ice the puck again, and guess what happens? They get the puck, Canucks don't touch it, it's a pass to Peterka, and he scores past Demko instantly. You fucking knew it was gonna happen. It's brutal, but it is what it is. 3-2 game, and then Hronek gets a brilliant feed here from Quinn Hughes, but he heels it wide and can't tie up the game. After that, somehow the Canucks just turn it up out of nowhere. They get a couple of chances with the goalie pulled. A tip here, it was a good save from Luukkonen. Another good chance here, Miller to Pettersson, saved by Luukkonen. And I don't know where this urgency was earlier in the game, but with 5 seconds to go, the Canucks still have a last gasp here. It's Besser's shot, saved by Luukkonen, and Garland has another chance at it, but it's another good save from UPL to keep it out. The Canucks lose. And I'm going to keep it real, man. It's games like this where you really just feel discouraged after. Like, you're seriously telling me that this team has not won back-to-back games at home yet all season long. That's just not going to get you into the playoffs. And after such a high bar that the Canucks had set last season, it really is upsetting to see them fall this far down. I don't know what to say, but we'll see what happens in the coming days. Be sure, as always, to give me your thoughts in the comment section down below. I apologize for being so negative in this video. It's just tough when you know how good this team can be when they're at their best. They have so many good pieces. They really just have to put it together and dial in. But we'll see. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out and take care.